Hey, this is Rick with Shooter1721. What do we got here today? You're like, wait, that's a Wildcat. Yeah, this is a Mark III. Yeah. Uh-oh. We got a bottle on a Wildcat? What's going on here? Yes, that's right. Compact version here, 30 cal. We got, there's a lot of nicknames. This might be the Hellcat. You know, this thing has power for days. Totally awesome. Oh, you're noticing some different features? Yeah, that's right. I got the Donnie on the front. I got that fat boy here with the air stripper. That just looks, boom. That is it right there. We'll run element optics on top, 4 to 16 by 44. First focal plane. No, I got the limits on FX, no limits on top too. And you're like, well, wait. You got the bottle on the front. You got an AccuTac here, which if you guys want a great bipod, that's it. But we got the Saber tactical bottle clamp on here, working perfect here. But I know you don't want to hear me yapping here, so we're going to get right to the bench at 50 yards. Let's get shooting. Okay, here we are at 50 yards. We got some FX 44.75s here. And we're going to shoot 5 shots down there out of this 500 millimeter Wildcat bottle. I know, seeing a 300cc tank on there, it's just the compact version. You can see we're running the fat boy on there with the air stripper, and we also are using the Saber tactical bottle clamp. So we're going to shoot these, and we got our AccuTac. All right, let's see what we get here. I see the wind. Typical FX, 50 yards, just chew a hole. That's typical. And that's not an insult. That's just like anytime we see an FX Airgun on this channel and we get sent one, we're like, that's just, I feel like 50's just, you know, it's just beautiful. But I think what I want to show you in the chronograph test next is what's going to impress you. Because you're like, what's different about this gun? Stay tuned. All right, so now we want to do a little chronograph test. You're probably wondering, you know, what is this shooting? How fast is it shooting? And what's the feet per second out of a 500 millimeter? You know, it's still a Wildcat. You just got a bottle on it. Well, let's see what we get here. All right, I just filled it, so let's see what we get. Did you expect that? Oh, I should have turned that off. It's Ted. All right. That is a lot of foot-pounds of energy. We're getting close to, what do we got there? I think it's 88 foot-pounds out of a 500 millimeter. Now what we're trying to do here is with the 300cc, this is a compact version. So this thing's tricked out. I have it on power wheel 7. I have it straight power right now, and that's what we're doing. So we're just going straight power for hunting purposes on larger game like fox and coyote. And carrying the compact around the woods, pretty easy to do because it is super light and awesome to shoot offhand. So we'll shoot the mag and then see. I'm thinking we're going to get 13 to 16 good shots of plenty of power. And of course, I don't get a reading that time. You see the consistency and power and the accuracy. I mean, it's nice and nice. Super nice. Well, there you go. We got 11 registered there, so a couple of them didn't read, but not too bad. But you're seeing the power there. Let's see where this drops off, though. So I'm going to load. I'll load up again here and see what we get here. So we'll go and see what comes in there. We'll see what we get. All right. That's about where I was thinking. We're right at that 16 mark, and I think this is where it's gonna work, that 300cc bottle in the compact. But if you're out hunting, you got plenty of ammo there, so that's perfect. And we're just showing the straight power of this gun. When I shot the accuracy test, I had on this setting to show the accuracy even at that speed out of the 500. So that was one of the things that I wanted to show. Is I had on 7, so we were shooting in the 940s out of the 500. And you were still seeing that accuracy at 50. Sometimes I tune it down to about 905 to get, like, you know, baby aspirins at 100. So yeah. So right there is where I would do the refill. You know, you're up at, you know, about 18, but that's great for having that jacked, you know, to this power setting. Pretty happy with that. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, now we're at 100 yards and we're still shooting the 44.75s, and we still have it on the power wheel setting of 7. And I think a lot of people underestimate the 500 millimeter barrel. And I don't think a lot of people are like, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if it's going to shoot 100 yards. Well, we're going to see here. You can see there's the wind flags going there a little bit at the muzzle, but I think down there it's not as much. So we're going to see where we shoot our 5 shots and see how we do here. All right. That was nothing but beautiful. Ryan, you see that? Don't act like you can't see it.
I can't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
How about the peanut gallery? You guys see that back there? All right.
You want to go take a look?
Let's go down and take a look. Okay, well, we're down here at 100, and you can, right now I'm feeling the wind coming right at my face. And I think at the time of those 5 shots, we weren't seeing that. But you're able to see, this was the aim point here, and of course we wanted to stay away so we didn't, you know, take that sticker off, but that was the aim point there, and you can see I just kept it about 2 inches lower. And you can see we're right at an inch group, which in the elements out here at the range and shooting like this, to me that's phenomenal. But I think that the gun is totally capable of even tighter group than that, because at home I did shoot a 1/2 inch group at 100 with it. Not usually. I mean, it was evening and there was no wind, so there's wind here today. But that 500 millimeter, that's respectable in my opinion. Okay, here we are at 150 yards, and we got Mr. Coyote down there, which we want to, you know, show some shooting at 152 and what the 500 millimeter can do, even at 150 yards. Ryan, what is on the Coyotes behind?
That I have no idea. There's some shenanigans going on. It wasn't me this time, surprisingly.
Oh boy, that's a Firebird target down there.
Not surprised.
This could be explosive. Looks like fun.
Play the wind.
I'm gonna play the wind and see what I get. I have a feeling. What do we got here on this? Let me just see something here.
It's in our face.
Yes, it is. So it's pushing down a little too. Okay, I'll try and play that. We'll see where this first one hits. All right, you were right. It's pushing down. Woo! Come on, man! That was beautiful. Nice call on the wind call there, bud.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, that was really nice and clean there. But there you go, Firebird target at 150. Second shot after a nice wind call by the producer, right?
Something like that.
Director.
I'm just the guy behind the camera.
Yeah, right. But there you go. There's accuracy out of the 500 millimeter at 150 yards. Okay, one thing that I was super curious about is we got the compact version, but of course I have a 700 millimeter 30 cal barrel here. My curiosity, I'm seeing 940 Power Wheel 7, okay, and 944, and now we're going to put a 700 on. I'm just curious what kind of speed we're going to pick up. So what we're going to do is we're going to install this, and let's just shoot a couple shots and see what we get. Oh, 1035? How's that for you guys? I think we'll take 1035 out of the 700 sniper. All right. $39. Well, that's over 100 foot-pounds. I'll take that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, here we are at the end of the video. And what did we learn about the Wildcat Mark III bottle? We just learned that it is super accurate, and it is, as far as power, we have more power out of a Wildcat. And that, to me, that was great to just see that we're at 944 feet per second out of a 500 millimeter, producing almost 90 foot-pounds. That's amazing. And then we threw the 700 on just as a bonus for you guys, just to see where we're at. I think we saw 1035. I mean, that's power right there. I mean, you're over 100 foot-pounds in a 30, hunting anything, you know, that you would want, you know, coyote and stuff. Well, 30, I'm not saying like big game, but a lot of people to thank in the making of this video. I want to start with FX USA. Thank you so much for sending this to us and giving us a chance to review this. Really appreciate it. Want to thank Element Optics here with a 4-16 first focal plane. Appreciate that. Donnie NFL always coming out with new stuff. This fat boy with the air stripper. You saw the 100-yard group. I put that on here, and I did notice an increase of accuracy. Every gun's different. Every harmonics of guns is different. But for me, that's what I saw. I thought that was impressive. And seeing about 16 to 18 shots out of the 300cc bottle, I like that also. One other person that really made this video happen is we have AccuTech with the bipod, which is the best bipod on the market, my opinion. Saber Tactical bottle clamp right here. So now, with all those features put on here, you got to see this video today, and I think we just seen the birth of the Hellcat right here. Wow. Just putting that up for offhand shooting. Perfect. This is Rick with Shooter1721. Thanks for watching.